all that snow up on Mauna Loa. So we're up 10,000 feet above sea level now. Mauna Loa last erupted in 1984. 3-week-long eruption over on the east side of it. Now, there's kind of a ridge, you can see it, extending down to the left. That's Mauna Loa's northeast rift, and that's where the eruption last occurred. But a lot of eruptions have occurred along there, so think of it as a crack down the side of a volcano. It's a weak spot. You can even see, if you look at the lava flows, many of them came out of that rift.
Were there many lava geysers, or was it just mostly flow?
Well, I've seen photos of it, and up at the source where it was coming out, it was spraying pretty good. But I never saw it personally, of course. It was a long flow, though. It went out, it was going towards Hilo. In fact, it got within about 3 or 4 miles of Hilo before it quit moving. So people were starting to get a little bit worried about that. Were you guys all here at that time?
No, we moved over 89.
Okay.
Besides, back then all you had were Jet Rangers and 500Ds.
Right. Exactly.
I was on Maui and I actually saw it. We were on a vacation.
Really? Oh man.
You can see it at night, glow.
Crazy. Well, when we get up here a little bit further, we'll kind of go left along the cloud bank, and basically right where the clouds are touching the rift is approximately where the eruption was happening. And it went down from there towards Hilo. Rick, do you fly?
I used to be a private pilot. I used to push around Piper Arrows, things like that.
Okay. Such a big island. You get up here in the middle and just, it's huge. Over 4,000 square miles. We only have like 185,000 people on it, so it's pretty empty. See the MLO, the Mauna Loa Solar Observatory up there? Buildings just under the snow. Road leads all the way up to that point. They also have an air quality monitoring station up there to determine how clean is our air on this planet. One of a couple around the globe.
What's the diameter of the island? 10 more minutes?
Well, it's about roughly 60 wide and 80 tall. So, I don't know, I've never really figured out the diameter of it. Takes you about 2.5 hours to fly around it, perimeter, non-stop anyway. Another couple of interesting facts and figures about the size of this island. Mauna Loa right here is approximately real close to half the size of the island, all by itself, just this one volcano. And another thing too, one second, somebody's calling me. The other thing, the other Hawaiian islands, if you combine their surface area together, it's about just barely more than half the surface area of this island, all those combined. This island is nearly double. How are you guys doing on temperature? Doing okay?
We're fine.
Good deal. Different textures to lava, right? The smooth, shiny-looking lava is called pahoihoi. The crunchy lava is called a'a. Both are made from the same stuff. It's all basalt. The difference is primarily the temperature just before it came to a stop. If it was extra hot, it would be more fluid, more smooth. If it's lost temperature, it starts to kind of semi-solidify as it's slowing down, get clumpy and chunky, and it's real rough, jagged, broken up. I've actually seen a pahoihoi flow turn into an a'a flow as it cools as it's going. Generally, the darker colors are the most recent. Although you got to be a little careful with that because different areas of the island have dramatically different amounts of rainfall, and the color change happens at different rates. You can't really compare one area to another. We're just about up over Mauna Loa's northeast rift, right up where the 84 eruption was happening, right up in here. If we can spot where it came out at, we may or may not. We'll see how high the clouds are. There's a trail that goes up this rift. This dark bands of lava, I believe, are 84. The real dark stuff on the right. Yep, and so, yep, some of it came right under this right here. Out towards the left and disappears into the clouds. I bet it came out some of it right here. Well, as we cross the rift, we're now headed right towards Kilauea. Right up here in front of us. Hopefully we'll get a good look at the summit today. It depends what these clouds are doing, but our first plan is to try and look at the summit, see what's going on up here, and when we're done with that, we'll head down to the main eruption site on the side. This eruption's been going since 1983, January 3rd, 1983, so almost 34 years. But it started down on the side. For the first 25 years, that's the only place there was any activity, was down on the side. But in 2008, the summit also burst open. Smoke's been coming out the top as well ever since. We haven't really had any lava coming out the top. Kind of. I mean, there is lava in the hole at the top. It's just not really come out and gone anywhere. Kind of contained. The lava level changes quite a bit. It's been pretty high recently. It's a pretty good chance if there's not too many clouds, we might get a look down into it. We'll see.